Good morning, sports fans. Today is Tuesday, March 31st, 2026. It is the final day in the month of March. You're watching Rate Game Live. This is a sports show unlike any other going because you, the sports fans, rate the games than me, your host, Nick Mark Goerg. I talk about very simple concept, very unique premise. And the way that we start things off, and I think also what makes us so unique, is we answer a very simple question. 4 words. Were the sports good? Hashtag WTSG. So what we do is we take a snapshot last 24 hours, all of the games that were played, all of the sports fans that rated them, and then we say 0 to 10. Where did we land? So last night, checking in, we have a mixed bag. That's right, folks. 6.01. That is firmly in yellow territory. So we had 3 leagues in action. That was the NBA, Major League Baseball, and hockey, NHL. 28 games across the 3 leagues, 272 ratings across those 28 games. And then overall, taking a step back on the platform, those are the folks that maybe came in off the weekend, went in and rated all the games that they watched, went back into the archives, over 1,108 total ratings. So looking at each individual league. Oh, Kuzi. Nice. Good morning, Kuzi. How are you? Happy Tuesday. Happy last day of the month. So looking at the Kuzi, you're gonna love this. There's a hockey segment. We're actually leading off with a hockey segment. So there were 3 leagues in action: 2 greens, NBA and the NHL, and MLB had a pretty forgettable day here. Little 5.6. That is very close to being Will Middlebrooks, as they say. So after we answer this question and we give you the little scroll, by the way, I'm thinking about packaging this up and sending it to the user base every morning after we do this, calling it the Rate Recap, and basically just taking the snapshot and going to the Jays game tonight. Oh, wow. Make sure you mark it attended. That's awesome. Rogers Center. Sorry, I did it at the wrong time. You did what?
Anyway, Flame's on.
Flame's on too? Mm-hmm. Hey, Flame, what's up? The folks are here. Maybe we should do it later.
Maybe 9 o'clock.
Maybe 9. Yeah, maybe 9 is the optimal time for the people. They could tell us though, right? Yeah, let us know, chat. Flame and Kuzi. All right. The story, the tale of the tape here is 2 leagues green, 1 league yellow. And that's what I was trying to say. So I'm thinking about maybe packaging this up and sending it to the user base every morning because as far as I know, no other platform, no other community is doing this right now. And I think it would be interesting for people who might have missed sports yesterday, might be missing sports in general, just to have their finger on the pulse, to hear it straight from the source, from the folks that are watching and rating these games. Would be a nice little treat to hit the inbox every morning. I know for me, at least. So let me know what you think. The other thing that we do here is kind of the 2 segments to kind of kick us off every morning. Were the sports good? Road to 1 million ratings. We are on a mission. We're on a journey. We are trying to get this thing up to an 11. What do I mean by that? 1 million ratings. That's 2 commas. That's 7 figures. How are we doing? So chunks of 100. We just crossed 200,000. We're starting fresh. We're here on our road to 300,000. That's going to be the next little 100K chunk. 4.7% of the way there. Overall, we're 20.5% of the way to 1 million. So thank you for rating. Glad that you're with us. Good morning to Joe. I can't read that. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. All right. So that's how we start things off. We have an incredible show for you today. And we're going to start it off with the celebration for Celebrini. So came in this morning and it's always interesting. I think like doing research for the show, I have obviously some help, and I kind of know where to start looking at the scoreboard and just looking at the top rated games, but that only tells like a little bit of the story. I actually have to go in to a couple different places and just kind of get the pulse and see what has happened in the last 24 hours in the world of sports, because 28 games is a lot of games, and each little game something interesting happens. There's a story, and you kind of have to pick and choose like what should make the show, what should kind of get that extra little shine that might just be, hidden behind the game card. And wouldn't you know it, came in here to this hockey game, 5-4, 8-7. It's the top rated game, so it's a natural place to start. You click in, and okay, Macklin Celebrini. So what's the deal with Macklin Celebrini? He got player of the game, right? This was a close game, 5-4, San Jose Sharks, St. Louis Blues. Okay, we're late in the season in hockey. So is there more to the story here? We have 8 people rated it. Of those 8 people, 6 voted for Macklin for player of the game. Okay, so then we have the top take, which I liked. There was a banger, an effing banger. Macklin Celebrini netted 2 goals and reached the 100-point threshold. He's going to be the greatest to ever do it. Toffoli and Wennberg added to the score sheet with a beauty at the end there. And just like that, we're 2 points out of a playoff spot. The plot thickens. Much work to be done, but I'm really hoping we can sneak in here. It would be so elite. Flame emoji. All right, so took this information. That's an incredible take. Partial watch for Bay Area Aviation, number 2 Sharks fan, so it's a trusted source. And then I went on X. I did some research, and as soon as I typed in this guy's name, the first thing that came up was, wouldn't you know it, the moment in question, the celebration for Celebrini.
Celebrini shoots, scores! Macklin Celebrini with his 100th point of the season.
He's a good-looking guy. He's handsome. Oh, sorry. My producer's saying that I'm messing up the volume here. So let's see. Going back there. Okay, so Macklin, 100th point of the season, the 3rd Shark, and the youngest ever, 19 years old, to hit the milestone. The future, hashtag the future is still. That's an incredible. Good on the San Jose Sharks. That's awesome. So the second thing right below it, the NHL tweets out, teenagers in NHL history to record 100 points in a single season. We have the great one. We have Mario Lemieux. What did Flame say? Celebrini became the first team. Oh, wow. Sidney Crosby. And then wouldn't you know, Jimmy Carson I never heard of. And Dale Hawerchuk I've never heard of, but those are the most hockey names of all time. Then we have little Macklin. Look at him. He's smiling. What a cute kid. 19 years old. That's fantastic. So 100 points. Think about this, because I did talk about this, so it's actually top of mind for me. 100 points, and people are celebrating him. He's the youngest to ever do it, 19 years old. And Gretzky 2x that. So Gretzky did 200 points, and 100 points is a big deal. Just goes to show the great one was truly in a league of his own. All right, so moving off of that, we're going to go to our next topic, which is hoops, basketball, the association. We also had, I believe it was 8 games in action last night across the league. And right now, folks, I would say with about 3 weeks left in the season, it is a 2-man race for the MVP. You have last year's winner, SGA, the Canadian, the shooting guard, some would say foul merchant. And then you have a extraterrestrial. You have somebody who is not a human being. So you might say that's not fair. And I would tend to agree. So this guy, everybody knows, Victor Wembanyama. He is just a special human being. Just the way he is able to dominate a basketball court, a hardwood floor, unlike any other NBA player we've ever seen, or human being for that matter. And you could probably tell where I'm going with this. He's got my vote. I think we are going to see the youngest MVP since Derrick Rose. And I was just running the numbers. Victor turned 22 in January, on January 4th. And I guess when they hand out the MVP, that's when you win it. So then that's when they timestamp your age. Because, and I looked into this because I was curious, because Derrick Rose also won the MVP, his first MVP, when he was 22 years old, and he set the record for the youngest to ever win the MVP. So that's what I was curious on. How old, in terms of not just the year, but like the number of days, will he be into 22 when he wins it? I'm going to go out on a limb and say when he wins it. I don't think SGA is going to win it. And here's why, folks. Last night, Victor Wembanyama, at the ripe old age of 22, you want to pop him up on the stage there? Nice. He logged 41 points, 16 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 blocks, went 3 of 6 from three-point land, 17 of 27 overall, 4 for 4 from the foul line. You got to hit your free throws, folks. They're free in 31 minutes. So an NBA game is 4 quarters, 12 minutes each. So he didn't even play the fourth quarter. Guy didn't even log an entire quarter. He was on the bench with an entire quarter to go. And that's his season high, 41 points. And so you might say, okay, that's pretty impressive, but like, you know, MVP should do that. Not so fast. He also, last night, this is something that I just had to throw on the Did You Know on the trivia, because it is Did You Know Tuesdays. We used to call it Trivia Tuesdays, but the way that we're writing these, it's not really trivia. It's more like a Did You Know? So with last night's stat line that I just shared, he also became the fastest double-double earner. Or he earned a double-double in less than 10 minutes, which is the fastest that anyone's ever done it. So in the first quarter, he had 10 points and 10 rebounds in under 10 minutes, which is just unbelievable. And that picture right there with him and his shadow as an alien is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. So, you know, I had to throw it up. I had to make it the hero section. Folks, if you're seeing this, if you're watching this, you can make these very, very easy on the web. You just hit the little plus sign under the game in question, or the league, or the... We've designed a better button. That's right. But we are working on a little bit of an overhaul of like the entire experience. Candidly, it's gotten a little bit busy in Planet RateGame. We hear your feedback. I feel your feedback. I am also obviously on the app every day, all day. So it bothers me when it's not as smooth as it could be. It's not as simple. We are hard at work. We will get it right before the World Cup. The hour is upon us. So yeah, I wanted to throw that up because, okay. Sorry. I totally had a story here. So Wemby's doing all of this, right? SGA was also in action. They beat the Pistons in overtime. And when I went and searched for SGA and what happened in his world, here is what transpired. Let me tee this up. Okay. We good on volume, or should I just shut up? Volume up? Volume up and shut up. That's the rules, folks. Volume up or shut up. Okay.
Again, shot game clock nearly identical. Gilgeous-Alexander with the clutch steal. 10 seconds. No timeouts. We're going to walk this down. Gilgeous-Alexander stops, pops, and it drops. It's
Nope.
an offensive foul. Going
Can't
the
believe
other
it.
way.
Can't believe it. You can't believe it. So I mentioned he's a foul merchant, or he's known for going to the foul line a lot. He's been known for going to the foul line a lot. And as you can see there, with the game on the line, he kicks his legs out, which is a no-no in the NBA. You can't be doing that. You can't be creating contact as the shooter in your motion. So I think that's the right call. And I think NBA fans, and I can't speak for obviously the folks that vote here, which is I think the Associated Press and people. And yeah, it was a great call, Kuzi. I agree, actually. I love the rhyme scheme there. The people that vote for MVP is I think the Associated Press and credentialed, folks that are close to the league and cover it on a day-to-day basis, I think they're probably like me and maybe you too, sick of all the fouls and all of like his points coming from the free throw line. And that is kind of like a microcosm of his game right there. Yes, he's incredible. He got the steal. Game on the line. He's the guy you want taking the shot. But yes, he also is constantly getting fouled or creating scenarios in which he's at the foul line. And I don't want my MVP to be known as a guy where most of his points are coming from the foul line. My MVP is a guy who's getting the fastest double-double in NBA history. Fastest double-double. Yeah. Doncic, I mean, Blame. I'm not saying that Doncic is not a foul merchant as well. In fact, Doncic, he didn't even play last night. Lakers were in action. I think he sat out. So I don't know if he's even in the conversation. I think it's a two-man race, and I think you give it to the alien or else suffer the consequences. He might abduct us all. I think, wow, hey, yeah, we do this. We're like this every morning. We do this little sports show, RateGame Live. Thank you for joining us. Oh, we got 10 folks. We got 10 people. Sorry. So the conclusion of the story here is I think we will see the league do right by Wemby. Also, when they asked Wemby if he deserves MVP, he made a case for himself. He literally had a 2-minute speech monologue about how, half of the game is defense, which he's incredible at, which he might get Defensive Player of the Year for, and half of the game is offense. So it's like a very complete story. And he's saying like, I'm not just an offensive threat. I'm also a rim protector. You can't come near the basketball hoop when I'm on the floor. And SGA, yeah, he got that steal. Like he's good at defense, but when they asked him about is he deserving of MVP, he kind of took like the I'm too cool for you approach, said I let my game do the talking. It's like, come on, man, just give us a soundbite. Just like talk about why you deserve it. He just gave me the thumbs down. So you want Wemby too? Nice. All right. Look at that. Yeah. So in this house, we vote for Wemby. We vote for Wemby for MVP. And I am a huge fan. Actually, it's funny. One of the memories that I have when we were first getting the word out about Rake, like in the city, New York City, which is where we used to live. We went to, on Christmas Day, I didn't go to the game. We were outside of MSG just interviewing people as they left the Knicks versus Spurs game. And it was one of like the most positive, like happy crowds you could ever expect. And the Spurs lost, the Knicks won, but there were so many Spurs fans and they were just, everybody was just so appreciative and just like enthralled and in awe that they got to see Wemby play basketball. Spurs fans are really good people. Shout out to the Spurs. Shout out to Wemby, man. I hope he takes it home. And yeah, that's all I got. That's my piece on the MVP race. Excuse me. We'll see how it plays out. We got about 3 weeks left, and then I think they wait until the finals to award the MVP. But don't quote me on that. I could be totally wrong about that. And we also shifts the court so violently. Yes, exactly. His shadow alone just totally confuses everyone. There's like, no, you can't plan for this guy. So I'm with you, Flame. So yeah, so the rate slate, right? Is that what we got?
Yeah.
Awesome. So not listed on RateGame or not shown on the app, excuse me, is the 6 World Cup final games, which will determine the 6 countries joining us this summer. They're all do or dies, pretty much. Yeah, all 6 of them. So today is it. March 31st will determine the final field of 48. So there's going to be 1 country joining our pool, talking as an American, and then 5 others joining the other respective pools. That kicks off at 2:45. I believe 4 games at once, and then there's 2 nightcaps. And then looking at the which one? Different people. That's very nice of him. I appreciate that. Yeah, you also you don't want to have Wemby with. I'm sorry, you don't want to have SGA with back-to-backs because we've been doing this now for like the past 5 years? Joker won twice, almost a third time. Giannis, then SGA. Either way, I am absolutely, I'll bet my life on the fact. I don't want to say that, but I promise you, no matter what, the MVP of the NBA will be an international player. If it's SGA, if it's Wemby, if it's Luka, one of those 3 guys, there's no Americans are in the conversation, folks. Dark times for American basketball. So what's that? Tuesday Rate Slate. Yes. Go to the slate. And here we are. So we got MLB, NBA, NHL. More of the same, as you would expect it. Any marquee games that I'm looking at here? Oh, sorry. Tons of hockey. Tons of baseball. Sens got a huge game tonight. Is that right? Wow. Against the Panthers. Aren't the Panthers bad too? Or just not? I think somebody was telling me the Panthers, who won the Stanley Cup the last 2 years, are not even going to make the playoffs, which is crazy. No three-peat. It's kind of sad. All right, Kuzi. Well, good luck. Anything else? Capitals got to win too. All right, so it seems like it's a massive night for hockey. So thank you for saying so. I will keep my eye on it. Who do the Caps got? Oh, here they go. They got the Flyers. Ooh, interesting. Wow, 50. Panthers are missing the playoffs. That's their best player. And I know the Sens, I think for Kuzi, they haven't been to the playoffs in a minute. Or maybe they have. But I know Canada just loves their hockey, man. Absolutely loves their hockey.
Yeah.
We got a good hockey team.
I just wanted to say hi.
Oh, yeah. Say hi.
Thanks for joining, everybody.
Thanks for being here. We got 8 folks. And I think we can close on that. So we had a great show today. Thank you everybody who was here. Appreciate the chat. It's popping off. We will do this every morning at or around 8:30. Maybe 9 o'clock's better. Is 9 o'clock better, chat? You tell us. Let us know. And we will adjust accordingly because this show is for you. You shape the show. It's the only one. It's the only one I know. So we'll be back here tomorrow.
9
9 a.m. You made the executive call. All right. It seems like we're doing 9 a.m. now. So my name is Nick Mark Goerg. It's a great day to rate some games. There are 72 days left until the World Cup. I'll see you tomorrow.